Hey YouTube, what's up? It's your girl, Miss Pretty Nurse 83, and I'd like to welcome you guys to another wine conversation. Yeah, and you guys have seen the title, and tonight I am drinking on some white Zinfandel, which I absolutely adore. But I'm coming to you guys. I was actually just gonna wait and do this video tomorrow night, but I figured now is just as good a time as any. And you guys have already seen the title and what I plan and intend to talk about. This is something that's very near and dear to my heart, and something that I feel like needs to be discussed or talked about, so why not do it in one of my wine conversation videos? Okay, this conversation centers around a somewhat controversial, even though I don't understand why there's any controversy at all, video that was put out by an artist. And the artist's name is Marsha Ambrosius. For those of you guys who are not familiar with Marsha's music, she was one half of the duo Floetry. Me personally, I'm a huge Floetry fan. I was like devastated when I found out that they had split up, but she was known as the songstress, and then there was Natalie, who was the other half, who was known as the Floesis, and together they were Floetry. They're pretty much, well, they were pretty much a neo-soul type group, although I kind of don't like to call that kind of music neo-soul, because to me there's no such thing as new soul. But just a little background history on Miss Ambrosius. Now, she is set to release her debut album on March the 1st, and she has been lately the go-to person for hooks. A lot of hip-hop artists have used her on hooks to their songs or whatever, so on and so forth. But she's set to release her debut album, I believe it's called Late Nights, Early Mornings, on March the 1st, and I intend to go and probably buy 2 copies because I like to support artists like that. But in the meantime, she released a song last year called I Hope She Cheats, and she didn't release a video for it. Well, this year she released a video for a song, and the song is absolutely beautiful. The song is called Far Away, and basically if you've ever lost someone that you really love or you really care about, then you can really feel the song. The song is just absolutely gorgeous, which I expect that from her because that's the kind of artist that she is. She personally wrote Butterflies for Michael Jackson or whatever. But anyway, that's just a little background on Marsha Ambrosius. I personally, I just love her. Loved her in Floetry, and I'm so excited about her solo album. But when she released the song Far Away, she released a video. It's the first video for a song off her album, and the video is somewhat controversial, although I don't see what the big controversy is about. And the reason the video is controversial because as we all know, for those of you guys who follow the media or whatever, over the last year or so, we've had a lot of instances where we've had issues with bullying, and particularly bullying people because of their sexual orientation or because of their sexual preference, or because they are in an alternative relationship or in an alternative lifestyle. And the video basically touched on the issue of being gay and being bullied, particularly in the Black community. First off, let me say I'm a huge supporter of the LGBT community, lesbian, gay, bisexual, and transgender community. I have a lot of gay friends. I have a lot of lesbian friends. I work in healthcare, and I have a lot of people, there are a lot of people who live alternative lifestyles, who work in healthcare. And I had, you know, gay friends and lesbian friends prior to me getting into, you know, becoming a nurse or whatever. I wholeheartedly support that community. I really do. I've always been an advocate for people to just be who they are, because if I couldn't wake up and be Nicole, I just don't know who or what I could be. But the reason that the video was very controversial was because she touched on a lot of the issues she touched on a lot of things with the song, and basically the premise of the song, if you haven't seen the video, by the way, I'll put the link to the video down below in the description box. The song is beautiful. Like I said, the video focuses on a young black male who is in a homosexual relationship, and at first when you see the video you think, oh, okay, he's with her, but come to find out he's with his partner, and he has to deal with a lot of the things that a lot of people who are in alternative lifestyles or who are homosexual have to deal with the teasing and the bullying and the name calling and, you know, the slurs or whatever. The video climaxes at the end, and like I said, if you haven't seen the video then I won't kind of give it away, but the video is somewhat controversial because of the fact that, you know, it is a gay black couple, and that's something that we as a people in the black community have dealt with for quite some time, the issues of homosexuality. And me personally, like I said, I applaud Marsha Ambrosius for doing this video, because she really went out on a limb with this being her first video out the box off her new album, and she could have done anything and she went with this route. And at the end of the video she talks about, you know, suicide prevention and stuff like that. And, you know, I just want to touch on the issue of being gay in the black community, or being a gay black male, or, okay, I'm a female and I can't really go into that, but I have a lot of I have a lot of gay friends. Like I said, I have a lot of lesbian friends too. And my whole thing is, I understand both sides of the issue, okay? And I may lose some subscribers off of this video, and that's okay, that's cool. I'm not gonna get upset about that. Probably my, you know, people who are devout Christians who watch my channel. Like I said before, I'm a devout supporter of the lesbian, gay, transgender, bisexual, however you say it, community. This video addressed so many issues. It addressed black gay males, it addressed the issues that they go through, and on top of that it addressed something else. It opened up a Pandora's box, basically. This whole issue, there's so many things that tie into that. You got the issue of men who are on the DL and so on and so forth, and that's another thing. This whole issue of the DL, that it kind of like came to like a phenomenon. First of all, it's not a phenomenon, it's been going on, but it came to like a big issue like 5 years ago when J.L. King wrote a book called Men on the DL, and he was featured on Oprah. But the person who really brought it to the forefront was not him. He wrote that book because he was involved with that lifestyle. The person who brought it to the forefront was one of my favorite authors, and may he rest in peace. He died about 2 years ago. His name was Elin Harris, and he wrote a lot of books, and a lot of women were reading these books. They were like, is this just, you know, a figment of people's imagination, or is this really the truth? And then it came out that it was really something that was going on in our community. And my whole thing is, you know what I'm saying, a lot of that stems from men being on down low, because it's such a stigma in our community if you are gay. Okay, I mean, black men are taught to be what? Leaders and providers and so on and so forth. So being gay is a sign of weakness, and in our community that's just not accepted. It goes all back to me with education and tolerance. Me personally, like I said, I know I may lose some subscribers off of this video. I don't feel that I'm the type of person, you know what I'm saying, it's not my place to judge you. I don't have to stand before God on Judgment Day for you. So with that said, it's not my place to judge you. It's not my place to say this or that or this. Like I said, I have a lot of friends, like I said, who are gay. And even if I didn't, because I'm guilty of it too. I can remember back when I was in high school of having bias. I remember distinctly, there was a lesbian couple, and they came, I was in the courtyard, and they came and they sat down beside me, and like I got up and moved, and like my other friend girls, they thought that was so funny. But looking back on it now, I was like, okay, that really wasn't, you know, was that really necessary? It's all about tolerance and what you want to tolerate. Now, a lot of people like to equate the whole struggle for, you know, gays and lesbians with the civil rights movement. Me personally, I don't equate that, because to me they're two different things. But however, I am an advocate for gay marriage. Yeah, I am, because I look at it from this standpoint, you guys. I don't know if you know it or not, but a lot of we have like one of the worst records in the United States for marriage. Like, a lot of marriages end in divorce. Like, you hear about it all the time, celebrities and everybody else walk down the aisle, then a year later you're going to get a divorce. So if two people who love each other and care for each other want to get married, I have no problem with that. Now, mind you, I live in a state where we will never see that happen, because the state I live in, they actually passed an amendment a couple of years back to ban even the thought of gay marriage. So, you know, I live in the Bible Belt. I live in the South, so I expect that. But if you love someone, like I said in a previous video, I'm a firm believer that you cannot help who you fall in love with. Now, me personally, I've never been in love. I thought I was in love, but it was more like an infatuation. You can't help who you fall in love with. I've always been the type of person to say, you know, love has no gender and love has no race. You cannot help who you fall in love with. So with that said, if two people who really are committed to each other and they want to spend the rest of their lives with each other, then so be it. I'm gonna give y'all a prime example. Do you all know who Meghan McCain is? Meghan McCain is John McCain's daughter, the Republican, okay, that ran against Obama in 2008. Okay, first of all, anybody who knows me knows I'm a yellow dog Democrat. I'm a member of my Democratic Party here in my city. I do a lot of work with that. But I'm gonna tell you somebody I got a lot of respect for, and that's Meghan McCain, mainly because she's a cool ass white chick and she's thicker than a snicker and proud to let you know that. But she's a staunch Republican. She and I agree on nothing fundamentally. I agree on nothing fundamentally, but it's one thing that we do agree on, and that is gay marriage. She agrees on it, her mother agrees on it, but her father, of course, does not, and he didn't agree with don't ask, don't tell, or whatever. Me personally, like I said, I am an advocate for that community. As far as this video with Far Away, it touches on so many issues that still go unspoken in our community, in the black community, about being gay and having to deal with it. And you know, the video of course brings light into, you know, people who choose to take their own life. Now let me say this, and this is no disrespect to anyone who's ever been affected by suicide. To me, suicide is a punk move. Okay, there's nothing in this life that's so great, that's so horrible to the point of where you have to take your own life. Okay, I just personally believe that there's always another alternative and another way. This video though touched on so many issues and opened up, like I said, a Pandora's box that needs to be talked about, and that's why I chose to do this video, you guys, because I want to get you all's opinion. Y'all know I'm known for coming on here and acting a monkey and acting silly, but when I tell you guys, I have a very serious social side to me, and I have a very serious side to me, period. It's a lot of things that, you know, I'm very passionate about. One of them is politics. One of them is, you know, things going on in and around my community, in and around my world. Sometimes we as black people tend to think that when we go to school, us black folks, I don't agree that education is about a degree or diploma. Okay, because I didn't go to a fancy college. I went to a junior college, but it's cool because that junior college education that I have pays me very well. Okay, but I view education as being informed and knowledgeable of what's going on in and around you. So yeah, and I want you guys' opinions on this issue, and let me know how you feel about the video, about what I talked about, and so on and so forth. And yeah, so that's pretty much it, you guys. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I look forward to hearing you guys' responses, and I'll talk to you later. Mwah. Bye guys. Deuces.